Sheikh Hasina leaves for Dammam in Saudi Arabia, will also visit United Kingdom during a day tour. Shajib was joy urges youths to avail ICT business opportunities instead of running after jobs. Frustrated BNP not accepting country's stable condition as it has no issue for movement, comments Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir. Sweeping of militancy, terrorism and communal evil forces from politics boosts democracy, says Information Minister. Russian move to condemn Israel's missile attack on Syria fails in UNSC. Arab League summit opens in Saudi Arabia amid tensions in region. And Rajasthan Royals beat Royal Challengers Bengaluru by 19 runs in today's IPL first match. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Zafar Imam, welcoming you all at News at 10 on BTV World and from BTV Chattogram Center.
And I'm Shamim Khan, welcoming you all. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina left the capital for Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on an 8-day official visit to the Saudi Kingdom and the United Kingdom, UK. A VVIP flight of Biman Bangladesh Airlines carrying the Prime Minister and members of entourage took off from Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport for Dammam city of Saudi Arabia at 4:40 p.m. today. Ministers, advisors, Chief Whip, Chiefs of Three Services, Chargé Affairs of Saudi Arabia, British High Commissioner in Dhaka and senior civil and military officials were present at the airport to see the premiere off. In Saudi Arabia, Sheikh Hasina will join a parade and concluding ceremony of a joint grand military exercise named Gulf Shield 1 in the eastern province of Al Jubail tomorrow. In the UK, she will join the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting summit. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will attend the concluding ceremony of Gulf Shield 1 at the invitation of Saudi King and the custodian of the two holy mosques, Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Saudi Arabia has organized a month-long military exercise aimed at further increasing security cooperation in the Gulf region with participation of its 23 friendly countries. Sheikh Hasina will leave Dammam for London tomorrow afternoon by a special flight to join the CHOGM summit. The summit is being held in London this year with the theme Towards a Common Future. On April the 17th, the Prime Minister will attend the Commonwealth Women Forum as a presenter at the session on Educate to Empower, making equitable and quality primary education and secondary education a reality for girls across the Commonwealth at Queen Elizabeth II Conference Centre, Westminster. Sheikh Hasina will join a high-level program to be organized by Overseas Development Institute ODI, a prestigious think tank of the UK, in the afternoon. She will be the keynote speaker on development progress of Bangladesh, policy, progress and prospect in the program. On April the 18th, Sheikh Hasina will attend the Asian Leaders Roundtable, Can Asia Keep Growing? The Prime Minister will join the welcome reception followed by a dinner to be hosted by British Premier Theresa May in the afternoon. On April the 19th, Sheikh Hasina will attend the formal opening of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, an official welcome ceremony to be hosted by the British Premier. She will join a reception to be hosted by Commonwealth Secretary-General Patricia Scotland QC and a presentation and reception followed by a dinner of Queen Elizabeth II in honour of heads of government and spouse or partners at the Buckingham Palace. On April the 20th, the Prime Minister will attend 3 retreat sessions and the closing executive session of the summit. On April the 22nd, she will attend a reception for participating Commonwealth Heads of Government and the Queen's Birthday Party concert to be organized by the Royal Commonwealth Society. The Prime Minister will join a community reception the same day. Besides, Sheikh Hasina will call on heads of government on different countries on the sidelines of the summit. She will return home on April the 23rd. Prime Minister's Information and Communication Technology Affairs Advisor, Shoji Wajid Joy, has urged the youths to keep themselves attached with ICT sector without waiting for government jobs. He said this while inaugurating the 3rd Business Processing Outsourcing BPO Summit in the capital today. Post Telecommunications and Information Technology Minister Mustafa Jabbar presided over the summit. Among others, State Minister for ICT Junaid Ahmed Pollock spoke at the function. Shoji Wajid Joy said over 40,000 youths now are working in the BPO sector. He said Bangladesh is now earning around $20 crore from BPO business, and the government has been working to increase the earning to $100 crore by 2021. He said business processing outsourcing BPO sector will employ 1 lakh employees by 2021. Shoji Wajid Joy described the youth population as Bangladesh's asset.
Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Badul Qadir said BNP could not accept stable condition of the country as there is no issue for waging movement. He said this at a meeting of Awami League President and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's political office in the capital today. Badul Qadir said that their dream of waging movement centering quota reformation issue has been blended with air like camphor. So being frustrated, they are now talking nonsense as they have no issue for waging movement. Badul Qadir said that peace and stability are prevailing across the country, but BNP could not tolerate this. Even they could not enjoy the spontaneous and colourful celebration of the Pohila Boishak. Office Secretary of Awami League Abdul Subhan Golab was present among others. Election Commissioner Ms. Kobita Khanum paid a call on Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary at her office today. During the call on, Election Commissioner Ms. Kobita Khanum handed over an invitation letter of the function of Forum of Election Management Bodies of South Asia to be held at Radisson Blu Hotel in Dhaka from 5th to 7th September next. Speaker ascended to attend the function as chief guest. Forum of Election Management Bodies of South Asia, FEMBOSA, was formed in 2010. Information Minister Hassanul Haqqinu has said keeping militants and fundamentalists away from political power does not lead to a paucity in democracy, rather the system turns better. He was speaking to a delegation of foreign journalists at his office today. Additional Secretary of the Information Ministry, Sultan Mahmood, Director General of External Publicity Wing of Foreign Ministry, Mohammad Delwar Hussain, and High Official of Information and Foreign Ministries were present. The Minister explained the sustainable development and women's empowerment policies and the successful implementation of information and communication technology to transform Bangladesh digitally. Journalists from Canada, Germany, France, Ethiopia, Brazil, India and Thailand are on a visit to Bangladesh.
Now, international news. The UN Security Council overwhelmingly rejected a Russian resolution calling for condemnation of aggression by the United States, United Kingdom and France against Syria. Russia's demand for condemnation got support from only 2 other countries on the 15-member Security Council, China and Bolivia. By contrast, 8 countries voted against the Russian draft. The US, UK, France, Netherlands, Sweden, Kuwait, Poland and Ivory Coast. 4 countries abstained: Ethiopia, Kazakhstan, Equatorial Guinea and Peru. Meanwhile, the 29th Arab League Summit kicked off in eastern Saudi Arabia's city of Bahrain today, with member state leaders and heads of world organizations attending the meeting to discuss baffling issues like Syrian crisis and Palestinian-Israeli conflicts. Meanwhile, investigators from the Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons were to begin work today at Duma near Damascus of an alleged chemical attack. Scientists say they have identified genes that cause a deadly heart condition that can only be cured by transplants of the heart or lungs. Pulmonary arterial hypertension kills 50% of those affected within 5 years. But little was known about what caused the condition in some people. Now experts say they have discovered 5 genes that cause the illness. Researchers say the findings could lead to earlier detection of the disease and ultimately new treatments. Nick Morrell, the lead author of the paper and professor at the British Heart Foundation, told that identifying the nature of these new genes and mutations in the new genes tells what causes the disease. Hundreds of Australian firefighters are tackling a large bushfire that has reportedly affected homes in the southern suburbs of Sydney. The New South Wales Rural Fire Service said it was concerned that flying members could spark new blazes ahead of the advancing fire front. Some residents have been instructed to seek shelter as evacuation is now too dangerous. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull praised the emergency response. The fire has burned nearly 2,500 hectares of land. A storm buffeted the central U.S. with heavy snow, tornadoes, rain and hail, forcing flight cancellations, creating treacherous road conditions and killing at least 3 people. Nearly 470 flights were cancelled at Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport as heavy snow made it difficult to keep the runway clear.
Food Minister Advocate Kamrul Islam has said heavy punishment, including administrative action, will be taken against any official or employee found doing corruption or irregularities in the current procurement of Boro crops. He voiced the warning while exchanging views with the field-level officials at the Food Department Auditorium in Dhaka today. The Food Minister said government has more than 12 lakh tons of food grains in stock at its silos currently, which is the highest in quantity over the last 20 years. Advocate Kamrul Islam said government will procure 1 lakh tons of paddy at 26 taka per kg and 9 lakh tons of rice at 38 taka per kg during this year's Boro procurement season. Shipping Minister Shahjahan Khan has demanded to stop appointment of the children of anti-liberation forces in government services, even though they were meritorious. He made the demand while addressing a rally at the National Press Club today. শ্রমিক কর্মচারী পেশাজীবী মুক্তিযোদ্ধার সমন্বয় পরিষদ, মুক্তিযোদ্ধার সন্তান and প্রজন্ম সমন্বয় পরিষদ jointly organized the rally titled Resist All Conspiracies Against War of Liberation. মুক্তিযোদ্ধা সংসদ Central Command Council Vice President Ismat Qadir Gama and journalist Abed Khan, among others, spoke on the occasion. Shahjahan Khan said stern actions have to be taken against the culprits who conducted violence and terrorism in the name of quota reform movement. He made 6-point demand including confiscation of properties of the convicted war criminals. Returning officers of Ghazipur and Khulna City Corporation elections declared 12 mayoral candidates' nomination papers valid. At the end of the first day's scrutiny, today returning officer of Ghazipur City election gave nod to 7 mayoral candidates out of 10. Nomination papers of 2 out of the rest were withheld, while 1 has been cancelled. On the other hand, returning officer of Khulna City election declared nomination papers of all 5 mayoral candidates valid. Scrutiny will continue till tomorrow. Valid candidates can withdraw their nomination papers by April 23 as the Election Commission will distribute election symbols on April 24. Voting in the 2 city corporations will be held on May 15.
Now news on sports. Rajasthan Royals beat Royal Challengers Bengaluru by 19 runs in the first match of the day of IPL today. Chasing the victory target of 218 runs, Royal Challengers Bengaluru managed to score 198 runs for 6 in the stipulated 20 overs. Virat Kohli scored 57 while Mandeep Singh was unbeaten on 47 runs for Bengaluru. Earlier, Rajasthan Royals batted first and scored 217 runs for 4 in the stipulated 20 overs. Sanju Samson was unbeaten on 92 runs, while Ajinkya Rahane scored 36 for Rajasthan. In the second match of the day, Kings 11 Punjab are now batting against Chennai Super Kings. Kings 11 scored 197 runs for 7 wickets in 20 overs. And now to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina leaves for Dammam in Saudi Arabia. Will also visit United Kingdom during 8-day tour. Shojib Wajid Choi urges youths to avail ICT business opportunities instead of running after jobs. Frustrated BNP not accepting country's stable condition as it has no issue for movement, comments Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir. Sweeping off militancy, terrorism and communal evil forces from politics boosts democracy, says Information Minister. Russian move to condemn US allies' missile attack on Syria fail in UNSC. Arab League summit opens in Saudi Arabia amid tensions in the region. And Rajasthan Royals beat Royal Challengers Bengaluru by 19 runs in today's IPL first match.
And that's all from our newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. And we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla news. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.